Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Tournament of Galaxies, the battle where space aliens, warriors, and other species fight for 1 million gold coins. In this corner, the greediest bounty hunter from the planet Rhodia, and one of Jabba the Hutt's most proudest bounty hunter, Greedo. And in this corner, the intelligent gem that relies on technology and her limit enhancers, making her opponents feel like clods, Peridot. 3, 2, 1, fight! Hey, you shot first.
So?
I don't know, I blacked out after saying that.
Yep, I'm back talking about another Steven Universe season. Yeah, sorry that it took so long to get back to this, it's just that I've been busy looking at some other big time shows and movies released this year, and that includes the show's own movie. But if you saw my review of the first season, you can tell Steven Universe is one of the greatest anime series of all time, with great story, characters, animation, and musical numbers. And since the first season did well with audiences and critics, there were more stories to tell about Steven and the Crystal Gems. Welcome to another episode of the Wonder Reviews. Let the show soar like a comet. This is the second season of Steven Universe. Continuing where the series left off, it takes place after the events from the episode Jailbreak, where the Crystal Gems are on a lookout for Peridot somewhere around Beach City, and Lapis and Jasper, who are now in the ocean as Malachite. The funny thing about this season, where in the first one was about Steven and uncovering his gem powers and meeting new gems, this one seems a bit more focused on the gems and the people of Beach City. Now, there are still some Steven-focused episodes like Joyride and his birthday episode, but we also get some character growth from Connie being a swordswoman and Garnet emotionally dealing with the trials and tribulation of representing a relationship. The only episodes I considered okay or skippable were Love Letters and Rising Tides, Crashing Tides, because I thought they barely serve a development or build up later in the series. There are two story arcs that stand out in the season, and they are the Cry for Help arc and the Peridot Redemption arc. The first arc focuses on rekindling the team back together over one disloyal incident, and the other builds a bigger build-up and role in the series. There is one episode that everyone remembers fondly, and that is The Answer. Not only does it tell how Garnet became a crystal gem, but it fully explains why she remains to be a fusion. The first season may give you an idea to watch the show, but the second one makes you watch it even more. The Crystal Gems are back, and seeing their return is pretty great. All of your favorite characters remain their lovable selves with some new development. With Steven, he did change since the last season I saw him. In this one, he's not as mischievous when it comes to touching dangerous gem artifacts, but he still remains to be his cheerful self. As for his friends, they still remain to be his guardians, but allow him to go on many other adventures, and some of them go through a character growth. A good example would be Garnet, where she takes the role of her relationship very seriously, considering she's a fusion of Ruby and Sapphire. With episodes like Keeping It Together, Keystone Motel, and The Answer, the two gems go through a few dilemmas that jeopardize their bond, but they manage to stick together despite that, showing that Ruby and Sapphire do have great chemistry. The same applies to Pearl. She has to deal with a mistake she created in Cry for Help, and proving that she can be an independent gem in Back to the Barn. Even Amethyst has a lot more character about being herself since she was an Earth gem made from the kindergarten. For the rest of the characters, we do get a couple more stories and big roles from them, like how Greg successfully won Rose's heart, Connie taking sword fighting lessons with Pearl, Sadie dealing with her overconfident mom, and Lapis trying to keep Jasper from breaking free to protect Steven. But there is one character that stands out in the second half of the season for being likable and funny: Peridot. After the events from Catch and Release, we get a lot of interactions between her and the Crystal Gems where she fully understands why the gems consider to be who they are and why they protect the Earth. And the jokes about her learning about the Earth and its products are pretty cute and hilarious.
They even function in reverse!
There may not be some new characters, with a few exceptions of course, but the old ones remain to be memorable and deliver a lot of charm. Yes, the animation still remains the same as it originally began, but there are times when it adds something new. All the designs of the gems and humans still stay true to their actual looks, while some like the diamond and sardonyx have their own unique look as ginormous gems. One interesting fact about the shading in one episode, The Answer, uses a few bits of silhouette animation where some of the gems from the flashback are designed in the shadows. This was inspired by an old surviving animated film called The Adventures of Prince Ahmed, directed by Lotte Reiniger. With Beach City, it does take us to new places and areas that we've never seen before on the show, like the barn, a motel, Amethyst's room, even the moon. And since it's a series that relies on action and music, the character animation is fluent and displays a lot of choreography that makes the fight scenes and musical numbers awesome. And even though it's a colorful series, it still doesn't shy away from adding some dark imagery like the corrupted fusions or some of the dream sequences in the episode Chili Teed. The animation does continue to capture the spirit of the show, but it still manages to try something new successfully. The show continues to bring us more musical numbers, and the best way to describe them is pretty fascinating. Some, like Tower of Mistakes and Full Disclosure, have a Broadway flair to them. Some are calm yet enthusiastic, like Do It For Her/Him and What Can I Do For You. And some emphasize on beauty and nature and something entirely new and peace and love on the planet Earth. Because of the beautiful animation, the visuals do match what the characters are doing and how are they feeling. Yes, some like Having You Notice I'm a Star and James Song are meant to be comical and serve a point to the episode, but they are still hummable. There are still plenty of songs to talk about next time, but for Season 2, it's music to my ears. It may be part 2 of the series, but I consider it to be one of my favorites. The second season of Steven Universe continues to make the overall show an exciting series. The characters are memorable and deliver something new, the animation is breathtaking, the episodes are worth watching over and over again, and the songs are worth hearing over and over again. You know that this is a really great series, but you'll need to watch some parts of the first season to understand it a little bit more. For me, I always loved the show, and this season was no different. Here's the Diploma of Destiny, and the other 3 will be ready for the others. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to watch the next episode of Campaigning Hearts. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me for a new review and other project every week. I'll see you soon.